cold out here. So look, we are doing the last market of the year. I'm here at the Green Market at Piedmont Park, and I figured I'd go live to show you some simple tips for drinking and having soup this season. So where fall is about to wrap up and we're almost ready for winter. So I'm gonna show you what I have over here, okay? So I'm gonna turn my camera here so you can see. Hopefully you can see that. So we have this beautiful soup brewing. I'll show you. Have this beautiful soup brewing. Okay. So one of the things that I want to talk about today is how you can really save some money and really have soup flowing throughout the fall, the rest of fall into the winter. All right. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. Yesterday I was at Farm Fresh Friday, and I'll push this back. I was at Farm Fresh Friday yesterday, and it was cold, so we decided that we were gonna do soup. So I had this big pot of soup that I started making. Right, I used water, I used leeks, I used potatoes, carrots, celery, fresh herbs. But it was so cold that there was not a lot of people who came to market yesterday. And so I just kept simmering this soup, or really this broth, and bringing it down. And I said, well, since we didn't really use the broth, why not bring it to the market today for the demo? And what I realized is that one of the ways that we spend a lot of money, everyone's trying to save some dollars, is by buying broth, including me, right? And yesterday just reminded me that we don't need to buy the broth, because broth, when you actually look on the market, broth is about $4 for a 32-ounce container. But what I did was I just made my own broth. I built the broth, and that broth that I built, I can use that for various soup dishes, for dinner, for lunch, for whatever, right? So with that said, I want to show you some things, right? So I already have some of the broth going. As we pointed out, right? But this was the broth. This is the broth that I built. So what's in here? There's leeks in here. There's potatoes. There's carrots. There's celery. There's some coconut milk in here. There's onions in here. There's thyme in here. All right. So literally just a broth is just a combination of all the things that you love, all of the veggies and flavors that you love, and you basically just simmer it down. So like I said, no one really showed up at market yesterday because it was super cold. So that was an opportunity for me to just make this broth and use it today. All right. So what else do I have? I'm going to actually show you. Let me show you some of the things that I have. So one of the things about this market that's kind of cool, and I'm actually going to move this just quickly to show you, is I'm able to source the foods that I'm going to prepare from this market. So today what I did was I sourced some oyster mushrooms. I wanted you to be able to see this. I sourced some oyster mushrooms. We got some bok choy, or this is actually pak choy, right? So we had some pak choy, really beautiful. It's part of like that cruciferous family. You might have heard of bok choy. Boom. We also got some peppers. All right. These are peppers. Got my little green peppers. Those are still coming out. And I don't know if you've ever seen these. I was like, yo, I want to get this. This is so dope. These are turnips. They're called, don't get me lying, I think it's called Habu or Hanu turnips. All right. I just thought they were so pretty, and I thought this would go really, really well in my soup. And then the last thing that I got was this. I don't know if you've ever seen these. These are called sunchokes. They look a lot like like ginger, actually. They're tuber. But when they cook down like potatoes, okay? So I got that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to, let me put this back on here. Let me put that back there. Turn this back on. Turn it up. And then come talk to you while I do this. All right, so I got this broth going. Let you see that. Got the broth going. And y'all, what I really want us to think about is just really how we can control the ingredients that we are eating, right? If you buy a broth in the store, chances are there's a lot of sodium in that broth. Okay, even if they say low sodium, okay, that's an option, but we don't know what water source they used. So if you build your own broth, you're able to control for the sodium, you're able to control the quality of the water, you're able to control the ingredients that you are using when you make your soups or stews or whatever. So I'm just encouraging you all to make your own broth because it's not difficult. What did I do to make this broth? I used water, I used carrots, I used leeks, I used onions, I used celery, I used the carrot tops, a little bit of that. Literally, you can use whatever you want, all right? And now what we're gonna do, because this broth is pretty much, man, let me show you what it's looking like. I'll show you. Do you see that? It's nice and it's bubbly and all of that. All we're gonna do now, look, my camera got all crazy. All we're gonna do now is we're going to cut up these veggies and we're gonna put them inside of the broth. All right, so look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn this down some. Turn this down so you can see. And I'm going to bring these veggies closer to you so you can see. All right, I'm gonna bring the veggies close to you. So literally this soup is done, right? It's done. I'm just going to wilt some of these items here and I'm going to add them to the broth. All right, so this is our pak choy. Pak choy it has a lot of water, has a lot of crunch. Has a lot of water and a lot of crunch. So I'm just gonna chop this up. Chop this up real good. Okay, put some of these to the side here. Now, the one thing that you got to be mindful of with pak choy and these things is sometimes they have a little bit of dirt that gets stuck in the groove. So we're going to just pull those aside. All right. And then I'm going to pull this lid off and I'm going to drop this inside. Let you see this. Okay. We're dropping this in. Okay. Now this is going to actually reduce the temperature of the soup. I'm actually even going to add in, should I? Yeah, I'm going to add in the rest of this so that one could come to a rolling boil as well. Oh, the other thing that I added in here is potatoes. I forgot to mention that. All right, I added some potatoes. I'm also now going to add in some green peppers. We have some green peppers, and again, these veggies, you can cook them down, you know, so they're nice and soft, but you don't have to. You can still let this have a nice little crunch. All right. So we have this, our green peppers in, right? Green peppers in. And I'm even adding in the seeds and all of that. Let me turn this up. Make sure that the temperature is up. I'm gonna add in another green pepper. Adding in another green pepper. And then I'm gonna also add in some of the mushrooms. Okay? So just rough chops on all of these. I like a nice, rich, thick veggie soup. All right? And then this is, let me show you, this is my oyster mushroom. This is my oyster mushroom. So I'm just gonna cut this up and I'm gonna add this to the pot as well, okay? that goes in. And a lot of these foods that we're using already has its own water content. So because of that, it's going to really make this, it's just going to concentrate the flavor once that water comes out of each of these food items, right? So it's going to be really good. All right, I'm also going to add in these. All right, again, these are what we said, these are turnips. I've never seen turnips that look like this. They're gorgeous. And I'm going to cut them up really, really small just so that they cook. They cook quick. All right. So we're going to take these and just cut them into little discs like this. So many of the artisans that are at this farmers market, they grow food locally here in Georgia, which is kind of cool because it gives you an opportunity to really explore new ingredients and talk to the farmers and all the things, right? So I enjoy doing these demos because I learned so much about all of the new produce items that are grown inside of Georgia that I hadn't even seen before, you know, including these. Like I've seen, turnips before, but I never seen them look quite like this. So you see, look, let me just show you. This is how little I'm cutting these up. You see that? They're nice. Like, look at these. They're like discs, right? Like little discs. And then we're just dropping them into the soup. And then I'm going to show you what this soup looks like. It's really pretty already. Already gorgeous. Already gorgeous. All right, let me come back up here. All right. So, for those of you who are joining, we're making a vegetable soup today. And I was telling the story that yesterday we were at Farm Fresh Friday. And unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of people who showed up because it was cold. It's so freaking cold out here. Today it's about 35 degrees here at this market. And actually, when we do Farm Fresh Fridays, the temperature drops it's like it feels like it's a rapid drop because it's around 5:30 or so in the afternoon when we finish. So the sun is down and man, nobody's coming out. They're like, I ain't coming out here. We're not doing it. So I made all of this broth to make a soup, but I didn't use it. And it got me excited because I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to use this today in this conversation with you guys. So what I'm encouraging you all to do is to control the ingredients of your broths. If you're buying broths this season, it's pretty expensive. You're gonna spend about $3, $4, maybe even $5, depending on if it's organic when you go to the store. And you can make your own broth. All you need is a little bit of patience. You get some water, you get all the veggies and things that you enjoy using, and you just simmer it down for several hours, all right? And you have this amazing broth that is super, super good. And yeah, I mean, you wanna, at this point, I think we want to control the ingredients of our foods. We wanna really work to do that, all right? Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of this in because I don't know how long it's gonna take to cook. This, again, is a tuber. It's a sunchoke. This is called sunchoke. So I'm introducing you to some new things. It looks like ginger, doesn't it? Yes, making broth can also be calming. Yes, it sure can be calming, right? Making broth can be calming. And my big thing for you guys is controlling the ingredients. Many of us are dealing with all kinds of health challenges. And there are things like, let me say this. Listen to this. If you really think about your food, right? We know that our food is compromised in so many ways, right? There's so many people, so many companies doing all sorts of different things to our foods. So like, let's say you make a stew or a soup and you use a broth and you purchase the broth. You have some kind of reaction that you don't even know about. You're like, well, I made the soup. I made the soup for myself. What's the issue? Well, did you make the soup all the way? You probably didn't make the soup all the way. You made the soup up to a certain point, but you actually did not make the broth. And now we're compromising the quality of the water. We're compromising the quality of the ingredients. That is the main part of the soup. We didn't control the sodium. Many of us are, drinking soups that have a lot of salt. All of these things we have to really be mindful of, right? And so what I'm trying to get you guys to see is we know everybody's on a budget these days, right? And so the other thing that we want to keep in mind is control the ingredients as much as you can, down to the very detail. You control those ingredients, all right? So let me show you what I'm doing now. Okay, can you see this? You should be able to see that, yes. So this is that sunchoke, right? It actually cuts like a potato, just so you know. I'm gonna show you another one. It cuts like a potato, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add that to my soup. It's starting to get a nice little boil. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. I'm gonna cut up some more. All right, y'all, there ain't a whole lot of people out here. There's not a lot of people out here. When it gets cold, people do not want to come outside. Not like that. All right, so look, this is my sunchokes. And I probably need to do a deep dive. I just saw it on the table, so I grabbed it. So I can't tell you much about the sunchoke. Hey, how you doing? We're doing a demo. So we're doing soup if you want some. I love sunchokes. Yeah, it's like a... Tell me, what do you know about sunchokes? I love roasting them. Really? Yeah, that's what people say. All right, so this young lady says that the sunchoke, she loves roasting them. And you said it reminds you of a sweet potato? Yeah, y'all want to see the soup? Come on over. All right, so we got some folks who are going to try our soup. Let me show you. All right, see, say hi to everybody.
Hi. We have visitors who are here from China. 3 out of 4 of them have never been.
Ni hao ma. I've been to China.
Really?
Yeah, Nanjing.
Nanjing?
Yeah, long time ago. In Shanghai, Suzhou. Oh, wonderful. All right, y'all. So you see this? All right, so this is our soup.
So good.
This is our soup.
Oh, it smells delicious.
So let me show you what's inside. We have bak choy or pak choy.
Oh, yeah.
Sung choke. The sun choke. We also have the peppers. We have this. This is sun chokes. Sun chokes. Like artichoke. Sun choke.
Like sunshine.
Sun choke. Yep. And then we also have mushrooms. This is oyster mushroom. Oyster mushroom. And then we made our broth from scratch. Right? We made the broth from scratch. So, and then there's coconut milk in here.
Purple.
That's called a turnip. It's a Hanu turnip.
Turnip.
Yeah, so there are all kinds of turnips, right?
I smell the coconut milk.
Yeah, you smell that?
Is there any ginger?
There's no ginger in there. Let me tell you, these look just like ginger, don't they?
do.
Right,
It is just like ginger.
I thought it was ginger.
Yeah, it's not ginger. All right. So you guys want a little taste?
Yes.
You want a little taste? Okay. All right, guys. They're gonna taste. They're gonna try it.
So how many people to work?
Right now, it was in and out. So 9, 4, like it, up
But
and
then
down.
some people watch it later,
What is
right?
your
Yeah.
channel?
Watch it later.
Chef Bee. It's on YouTube.
Chef Bee.
Yeah, educational channel. Oh, let me show you this too, guys. So we're gonna actually drop some of this in a cup. This is a biscuit. It's a cheddar biscuit. All right, let me show you. This is a cheddar biscuit. You gotta have something warming when you have soup, right? All right. So we have some of that. And I don't have my ladle. All right. So what we're gonna do is turn this off, and we're going to dip some in. Give you
Thank
some
you.
in. I'm gonna let me add in the biscuit too. Okay.
Sure.
So we want the ingredients to be nice and crunchy, because we want you to taste the
Have some texture to it.
have some texture. That's right. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, give me about half because we're going to lunch soon.
Oh, okay, no problem.
But I'm excited to try
We're
it.
gonna take them to Krog Street.
Ooh, nice. Oh, there's a lot of fun stuff over there. All right. Thank you.
We're drawing a crowd.
This is good. Listen, crowds draw crowds.
I love your head wrap.
Oh, thank you.
What are
Listen, I'm trying to stay warm.
Yeah, that's right.
Trying to stay warm. All right, so what I'll do, you can grab a cup, and then I'm going to take a biscuit. So y'all, I'm gonna give them some of the biscuit too.
Can I get a cup?
Yeah.
Get a cup, and then I'll give you a piece of the biscuit
Okay.
for you to try.
You put it in there too. Is that what you do? Make it.
Oh, come on.
No, I think it's just a complimentary.
Yeah, this is complimentary. Yep.
Thank you.
Hmm.
So you're sponsored by the farmers market?
Yes.
Very cool.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh.
Perfect for staying warm.
Okay, thank
There
you.
you go. There you go.
Oh.
No worries.
That's right.
No worries.
Just use
Okay,
these
guys,
ones,
we
okay?
just
These
lost
ones
some of
don't
our.
get it.
Lost
We just
soup.
lost some of our soup, which is fine. I'll clean it up. No worries. All right, y'all.
Looks like
So y'all got to tell me what you think. All right, so we're gonna try again. Is it good?
It's like hot.
It's hot. Okay, you have to cool it down.
Stir it around.
Stir it around, cool it down. All right, who's the last person? There you go. Thank you. And I'll just put this here for now. Let me try it.
Yes. We improvise, right?
Mmm,
Oh.
that's really good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So
That is good.
so listen,
Really good.
the soup along with the biscuit together, it just gives it a nice rich flavor.
Sure does.
What y'all think?
Love
All right, so you gotta tell them, what do you think?
Very good.
Very good.
You like it? And then the crunch, right, from the veggies. So they're not too mushy, right? Your glasses are fogging up.
They are.
So this
It's
is good.
delicious.
Yes.
So this
Very
biscuit
fresh.
is, let me show you guys. This biscuit that we have, I'll show you. It's a pimento cheddar cheese biscuit. Okay, so there's pimento cheddar cheese in here, and there are various vendors that I pull from to get these items. So we have Snapfinger Farms. They had
You
they
shop the market.
so I shopped the market. We got these from there. We got the bok choy or the pak choy from Patchwork City Farms. And then we got the biscuits from Sugarloaf. All right.
Delicious.
So wonderful accompaniment to your soup. The soup has a base of coconut milk, potatoes, leeks. I was talking to the folks about building their own broth. It's important to.
Vegetarian
It's all a vegetarian broth. It's cheaper. You can control the ingredients, the quality of the ingredients when you do that. And then once you have a really good broth, all you have to do is add the veggies, and your soup making cuts down by so much. All right? What do you think?
Very good, very good.
Very good.
Very good taste?
Yes.
Good. Not too spicy or anything. I know some people don't like spice.
It's very good.
Yes.
Thank you, Chef B.
All right, you're welcome. So guys,
Well,
make sure that you have a good time here in the U.S.
Can I take a picture of you?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, they want to take a picture. All right, so we're here. Come on over.
Yeah, everybody get in. Everybody
All right.
in.
Yes.
Ready. Awesome.
All right. All right, if you're on YouTube, Chef B with 3 E's, okay? You guys take care. Be careful.
Yeah, you're
Don't get all caught up in there.
Thank
All right.
you so much.
Thank you. All right, so let's see what kind of questions you guys have or statements. All right. Someone says, yes, making broth can also be calming. Folks in Minnesota come out in all the cold. The friends from China, yes. Look how you got blessed with the crowd so quickly. I know, right? Hey, Bernice. I'm hungry for that. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. Yes, y'all, like, it's all the things, right? So I'm actually going to share some of this broth, some of this soup, this vegetable soup. Let me show you what it looks like. Can y'all see that? Actually, look. Let me make some, and then I will show you what the final product looked like. I'm going to show you what I actually did. I'm going to show you what I did. So what I did was this. Show you this. So I did this. Just added the soup to a cup, and then boom. I dropped in a piece of the biscuit. Okay? Super yummy. Super, super yummy. All right? All right, y'all. So just giving you guys some tips. Giving you guys some tips on how you can really control your ingredients. If you are making soups this season, think also about making a bunch of broth. You can also store them in glass containers or something like this and then pop them in your freezer. And then once you do that, you'll have your broths and then you could just slowly simmer them and heat them up over time, right? So let's save money. Let's control the ingredients. Let's eat a lot of really good vegetables this season. And y'all, broths are just really warming for the system. All right, broths are really, really good for the system. Come on over. We got some broth here. Actually, it's really a soup. It's a vegetable soup, but we built the broth. Okay.
Oh, you built the broth.
We built the broth. Yeah. So let you try that. It has a biscuit inside.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah. So you can. I just dropped the biscuit inside here, just like that.
Fun.
So you're welcome. Absolutely. I hope you like it. What'd you think?
It's so good.
Yeah?
I smelled it and I was like,
You smelled it?
It
See?
smells
We got some
so
more folks.
good.
Yeah.
Ah,
Tell them what you
delicious.
what you tasting. Tell them how the vegetable broth, vegetable soup tastes.
You're better with that than me. I don't know my flavors like that.
Well, just what do you feel? Do you feel comforted?
I feel very warm inside.
Okay.
Especially we've been working out
Sometimes
here.
I blend with chicken broth.
Yeah, but you can. This is completely vegetarian, which is
Yeah, that's good.
yeah. We want to keep it
I
vegetarian.
did one yesterday
so
at home,
good.
only with vegetables.
Good.
I put
Yes.
everything inside.
Yep.
And
That's it. Yep. You want to try?
Thank you so much.
Thanks a
All
lot.
right. Thanks so much
This
for
is
stopping
exactly
in.
what we needed.
Yes, exactly what you needed.
Warm right to my core.
All right, here you go. So we have one other person who came by to say hi to us, guys. All right, here you go. There you go. All right, so if you guys ever have any questions after you look at this video, just drop a comment. I know I'm using the word broth, but really it's a vegetable soup, but we used a broth, a vegetarian broth that we built on our own to make the soup. All right, make sure that you are just coming out to these markets and just trying some new things, right? This is our last demo of the year. This market will be shutting down next week. Next week, Saturday, is the last market at Piedmont Park. And then we take a break until end of March, early April, okay? So y'all, you'll be seeing me around town. You'll be seeing me on YouTube. Drop a comment, drop a question, whatever it is that you want to ask, let me know. It says, I did demos at our market before. Yeah, so fun. I love doing demos because you get to meet new people and then you also get to play around with new ingredients. Like, that's my favorite thing. So that's it, y'all. I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna actually give some of the rest of this broth so people can try it. I'm gonna go pass it around to some of my vendors and some of the people here at the market. But thank you so much for joining me today. This was nice. And if there are other types of demos and things that you'd like to see from me, please just let me know so that we can do it. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe so that you can get notified and turn on your notifications so that you can learn when we have other videos and things like that. All right. So I'll see you guys later. Take care and enjoy the rest of this cold day and go drink your soup. You now know what to do. All right. Bye.
Your soup was getting hyped up.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.